Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Wanna go over a great PC game finally being back. As you guys know, especially if you've been following this channel for a little while, in the digital gaming world, we do have to deal with issues like licensing agreements expiring and games getting delisted. Now, if you buy said games prior to the delist, it's not like they are gone forever, at least in most cases. 99.9% of cases, there are issues like The Crew is getting delisted here soon on Steam. I believe it's already delisted and people are just losing access forever because there's no offline component. But generally speaking, when games are delisted, it's because of licensing agreements expiring. This is very true in like sports games and racing games where they have agreements with car manufacturers and whatnot. And one great RPG, a bit of a throwback, got delisted back in June of 2019. It is finally back. We got to talk about it. The PC version of Alpha Protocol is now back, DRM free over at GOG. Now, yes, it's not available on Steam, at least not yet. I don't know if it's gonna be coming to Steam at some point. We'll see if that'll be the case. It is 10% off as a part of its launch discount. It's down to $17.99. This game was actually developed by Obsidian and one of the earlier Obsidian titles. It came out back in, I want to say 2010, which is kind of insane to think about. Isn't that the year Fallout New Vegas also came out? So they dropped Fallout New Vegas and Alpha Protocol in the same year. Yeah, game development back in the day was wild. I feel like some of these devs, and not even to say they were spamming out bad games, but they were putting out these games left and right. And these days, how long has Avowed been in development for? When did we hear about Avowed? I mean, take your time, Obsidian, but yeah, it's just wild to think about how much longer game development has been. But I don't know what the deal was with Alpha Protocol and New Vegas. I'm sure they had two different teams working on it, but the game is finally back. It got pulled back in June of 2019. Sega delisted the game because of expired music licenses. Now, I don't know why it's only on GOG, but it's on GOG for now. Who knows if it'll come back to Steam. It'll also be interesting because GOG said that they have other surprises in store. And surprises, I would imagine, given that they're saying this in conjunction to Alpha Protocol coming back, I would imagine other games potentially being sold. I mean, like, do I have to go on a broken... Do I have to be a broken record right now and talk about Transformers War for Cybertron? Or do you guys already know my spiel about Transformers War for Cybertron, and can we just push it to the side for now? Maybe a Deadpool? Now, Deadpool is thankfully in my Steam library, but Deadpool is a game that I really enjoyed. Wasn't great, wasn't perfect, but I thought it was a fairly good game, and it was hilarious as all hell, and unfortunately that game is no longer available on Steam as well. And I'm sure if I actually sit down and think about it, there are a lot of games that fit that ilk of games no longer available on Steam. And there are titles that, you know, get delisted. Usually it's smaller scale games like an Alpha Protocol. Generally speaking, you won't see like top tier AAA games like games that are 90 plus or 85 plus on Metacritic, although War for Cybertron was one of them. I believe War for Cybertron was above an 85. It should be. But like some of the absolute top tier games, they'll figure out a way to keep them on the Steam store. But it's a lot of these mid-level games like an Alpha Protocol, like a Deadpool. Those are the games that get pulled and then never come back. And it's really hard with racing games as well, because are you going to get those agreements done with the car manufacturers? Like, those are expensive agreements, and yes, while it would be nice for the sake of game preservation and having them on a storefront like Steam, it's also a business decision, and with the way licensing agreements work, you know, it's always for a set duration, and do you have to... I don't know exactly the legality attached to them, but is it a case of you have to constantly renew them? Can we do deals that are just long-lasting and they're forever? I don't know. I don't know exactly how these deals work. I'm sure if you want to do deals in perpetuity and forever, those would be a lot more expensive than a windowed agreement, but nevertheless, Alpha Protocol is back, and the game notes, again, the overview from GOG: loyalty carries a price, and no one knows this more than Agent Michael Thornton, a talented young agent cast out by his government. Thornton is the only one with the information needed to stop an impending international catastrophe. To do so means he must cut himself off from the very people he has sworn to protect. As players determine how to accomplish different objectives, the decisions made and actions taken in each mission will ultimately transform the type of secret Agent Michael Thornton will become. Every choice choice the player makes, as Michael Thorne will carry consequences for his future and the fate of the world. With Alpha Protocol back, we're also very happy to say that the GOG version of the game contains additional or brought back features that are here to let you enjoy it even more. Licensed soundtrack, immerse yourself in the game's thrilling espionage atmosphere, accompanied by its iconic tracks. You've got achievement supports. Your accomplishments will not go unnoticed, as the achievement system, previously only available on console, has been fully implemented on GOG. Full controller support, whether you own a DualSense, DualShock 4, Nintendo Switch Pro, Xbox Series, or Xbox One controller, you can sit back, relax, and play Alpha Protocol on any of those, vibrations and wireless mode included. That's like wild that to even see Nintendo Switch Pro controller include. Like, who takes a Nintendo Switch Pro controller and uses it on PC? Guess what? The feature being available, I'm sure there's a few people out there doing that. I have always been partial towards the Xbox controller. I have the latest Xbox controller, not the Elite, but the newest Xbox controller, and literally as I'm recording this video, like, I'm looking for it and I can't find it, but it's somewhere in my room right now. And yeah, I'm partial towards the Xbox controller. Even though PlayStation is my favorite console, I'll always say that I prefer the Xbox controller over the PlayStation controller. That is my personal opinion, but there you go. With that localization support as well, enjoy the game in your native language with localization support for 8 languages, including English, audio and text, French text, German text, Italian text, Spanish text, Czech text, Polish text, and Russian text. Compatibility with modern operating systems. Whether you're playing on a modern rig or an older PC, the game will run smoothly on your operating system and adjust its default settings to match your hardware. And cloud save support as well. Don't worry about losing your save files either, as your GOG copy comes with support for cloud saves. Now, again, I know that a lot of people would have preferred the game to be back on Steam, but GOG is a phenomenal platform. Like, it's not like, I know you guys have your opinions on the Epic Game Store, but GOG literally offers games DRM free. They are usually priced very well. They have sales all the time, and GOG is a great platform. Just generally speaking, GOG is a great platform, and if we're talking second to Steam, yeah, GOG is probably that when you talk about the best PC gaming platforms to buy your titles. But again, Steam is the platform everybody gravitates towards. It's the platform people have attachment towards, and I don't know if this is going to be a timed exclusive on GOG. I don't know if GOG did the majority of the legwork to get this game back listed on digital storefronts. I don't know the inner workings and the ins and outs, but yeah, it's available on GOG. If you want a legal copy of the game, you can buy it now, and hopefully with GOG having more surprises under their sleeves, hopefully we see some cool games coming back. I mean, you know, War for Cybertron's gonna be a difficult one to get back. Like, that's the one that I'll always think about and be like, yo, if they get that game back, because I'm not trying to spend, like, north of $150. That's how much it costs to get a key for that game. I know Fall of Cybertron you can get for, like, $60, but, like, bro, it's a 2012 game. Nobody trying to pay $60 for Fall of Cybertron either. Like, I ain't trying to spend that much, but I will spend whatever, like $20. If they get War for Cybertron back, $20, yeah, absolutely, I'll spend $20 on that game, because that's one of my favorite games that has just been lost in the ether, which is really upsetting. But hopefully GOG can do some good work in terms of preserving those games. So we'll see what happens, but for now, Alpha Protocol is back. Super exciting news. A game that, you know, isn't the best RPG in the world, but it had its charm, and I think a lot of people enjoyed it back in the day. So nice to see it getting preserved. That'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.